This is the Bitcoin 1 month overview reading for October 2022. It's currently September 13th, 2022, 5:11 p.m. Eastern Time. The overall theme and behavior for the month is the Strife card crossed with the Death card. So we have either we come out of a bit of a rally in September, right? So we rallied into the end of September, it looks like, or there's a crest there, right? So we come out of that after meeting a critical resistance level, and we break down with consecutively lower spikes down or spikes up on the way down. So each spike up is going to be lower than the preceding one. They usually meet moving averages as resistance, and those moving averages are usually in bearish formation. So, and then it's the Death card. It's crossed with an important bottom or trough on a multi-month chart, on a year-to-date chart, probably. An important crest or trough. It would make sense as well. We have at the very end of the month the Princess of Cups, an opportunity to open up a long position in the midst of a decline, and then the sneak preview card for the following month for November is a rally along a diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance, meeting secondary resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those two price levels. It's looking, yeah, there's a big failure right around here, around the 24th. Big failure I'm picking up on into this low here. There's a bit of a crest around the 6th or 7th, possibly another like minor high between around the 11th, I should say. We're most likely to have a month's higher prominent crest on the 18th, 19th. And then as far as troughs, there's a trough around the 3rd, a trough and a month's low around the 3rd, another month's low around the 14th, another month's low, or I should say an important trough around the 20th, and then it looks like the month's low on the 29th, or right around the 29th. On the first, we have multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. Oh, before I get into that, the behavior around the all-time, or the highest high for the month of October, we'll have selling from overbought territory, from an overbought crest or peak, and that's relative to the behavior of the underlying. So in this case, the behavior of Bitcoin, what's considered overbought, but it'll be overbought territory and selling, profit taking from that. On a one-day chart, the day that high takes place, that the 1 month high takes place, that day on a one-day chart, there'll be a notable decline selling from a near overbought territory on RSA on a one-day chart. For the month's low, we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance, and we're expecting to break through, followed by a decline through key support. There's like an M formation that happens around the disappointment card, where you have a horizontal resistance and you go back and forth through it like an M, but overall bearish. And on the day of the month's low, we will see a period of incline that's ends quickly and is followed by a sharp decline from a crest or peak, and that'll stand out on a one-day chart as well. All right, so on the first, we have multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. On the second, we have a swing trade opportunity, and there's a prominent reversal that'll stand out. It'll stand out here when we're looking at the month's chart. There'll be a reversal here. We revisit a past opportunity at a support level when we have sideways rotation along support, and then a sharp dip within that period of sideways rotation. And the swing trade opportunity there involves prominent reversal. On the 3rd, we have a notable decline on a multi-day chart. It'll stand out, and in the midst of that decline, we have an opportunity to open up a long position. It looks like either at the very end of the day or the preceding day on the 4th, we have a rally, a notable rally, big move to the upside. So a big move down and a big move back up between the 3rd and the 4th. We may actually hit a lower support level on the 4th, it looks like, and then out of that, and that would be early on the 4th, and then out of that we would have a big move, especially moving into the 5th. We have a big move to the upside from oversold territory, or from like a gap to fill a previous gap down. And the 3rd, like I said, we have a month's low here on the 3rd and the 4th here. There's a swing trade opportunity, a prominent reversal. It'll stand out again on a one-day chart. That's where the swing trade opportunity is. It looks like we have a day trade opportunity on the 6th, either that or an opportunity to close a swing trade and open another one. But on the 6th, there it looks like there's probably a high or crest, a prominent high or crest here on the 6th, 7th. And we have a move higher through resistance, followed by a decline back through that same price level, a full retracement back through that same price level, shortly thereafter breaking through the resistance. The two trade opportunities, one takes place when we have a period of sideways fluctuations with a bullish trend preceding a decline, and then the other swing trade opportunity there on the 6th takes place when we have a decline to and through a support level, and then we do a reversal below it and return to reuse it as support. On the 7th, we have it looks like from selling from a crest, we have selling overbought territory there. This might very well be a high for the month right here. The 6th, the 7th is actually probably a high for the month. We have selling there to a low on the 7th. So from a crest, there's a notable amount of selling down to a low. And the high on the 7th is going to form when we have a big move on a one-day chart to higher to reach it. On the 8th, we have the completion of a rally. There's some sort of delay causing a completion of a rally. On the 9th, an important ruler of nations is highlighted. On a one-day chart for both the 8th and the 9th, there's going to be a prominent decline off of a crest. It may be from the 8th continuing into the 9th, or it could be two separate crests on one-day charts that have sharp declines that will stand out on one-day charts. On the 10th, we have sideways fluidity along support level, key support level on a multi-day chart. Sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow, outflow, moving sideways. Sometimes a lot of price swings, sometimes not so much. And then it looks like we have another crest or prominent high here on the 11th, with a big notable reversal off of that high, either in the morning or midday. There's a period of volatility on the 11th with a sharp dip that stands out on a multi-day chart. It will stand out in the midst of that period of volatility. On the 12th, we have a critical resistance level that's highlighted, and a critical price level that's highlighted here on the 12th. Volume kind of peters out around that level. We can flatten out. There is a rally that appears to start from a low on the 12th. We do sideways rotation on the 13th along a key support level on a multi-day chart, and then we have a fast sudden move higher marking the end of that period of sideways rotation. But the following day on the 14th, we have a prominent low. This is a correlation to the death card, just like the 3rd was. So likely another day, another low here on the 14th or around the 14th. There's erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. And then on the 15th, we have a swing trade opportunity, and it involves a sideways fluctuations with a bullish trend that precedes a decline on a one-day chart. On a multi-day chart, we should see kind of like a sideways S that stands out around the 15th. On the 16th, interesting. That's the only correlation there. That's the only correlation to the strife card on the 16th, so that's interesting. We have a big move to the upside on the 16th to reach a distant resistance level, and that resistance level is, it looks like we probably meet it on the 18th. There's a fast sudden move to the upside on the 17th with a swing trade opportunity involving a prominent reversal that'll stand out on a one-day chart. On the 18th, important resistance level highlighted, a prominent high or crest for the month, and quite a bit of volatility increasing into the 19th. Opportunity around the 19th to open up a position in both directions. So looks like we'll be going higher than the following month, but we also have lower to go this month. So a big move to the upside on the 20th, pushing the upper end of a range. Looks like we have another month's low there. so prominent crest most likely on the 18th or 19th, but most likely not the high. I think the high is probably on the 6th or 7th, but if it's not on the 6th or 7th, it's likely on the 11th, and if it's not on the 11th, then it's likely on the 18th, but I think it's most likely the 6th or the 7th. Remember, it's retrograde, guys. You really don't want to be trading too much during retrograde. Okay, so on the 21st, we have sideways rotation that increases with bullish sentiment as we move forward throughout the day. On the 22nd, multiple headwinds push Bitcoin lower. I'm advised to be very cautious on the 23rd. If I was trading, I'd be very cautious. Multiple false tops or bottoms there. It looks like probably multiple false tops there. And then we have a sharp decline. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is where we have a notable decline, and this stands out because we have for the Bitcoin 1 year, we've got the failure card, and for whatever reason, it's really standing out to me. And then we have it here on the 24th, so towards the end of the month. So that's a cross congruency, cross reading congruency, cross time frame congruency. And what else is also important to highlight is that the high is early in the month of October based on the 1 year. The high is early in the month after a fast sudden move to the upside. After the adjustment card, which we see right here. So this is very likely the high here, guys. That's just more telling me that that's the high. So we have the adjustment card here, highs here, and then we should have like a move higher through resistance and then a break back down through that same price level shortly thereafter. All right, so on the 24th, notable decline commences. Looks like pretty big move on the 25th. On the 26th, a U-shaped dip, something, there's a swing trade opportunity, or there's two swing trade opportunities, or there's a day trade opportunity there. Sorry, let me back up because there's a few trade opportunities I missed on the 17th, 18th, and I think. The science card on the 18th and the 19th, those are cash-in opportunities as well based on what I'm seeing here. But okay, so back to the 26th, something hidden may come to light. There's two trade opportunities there. One involves a sideways fluctuation with a bullish trend preceding a decline. The other one involves a decline to and through a support level with a reversal below it to come back and reuse that support as support. All out of a decline on the 27th, all the way from the bottom of range to there's a rally to the top of a range. On the 28th, more volatility that increases with volatility as we move forward throughout the day. On the 29th, we have a decline that offers an opportunity to open up a short position. It looks like this is most likely the month's low here on the 20-month, like the lowest low on the 29th. And it offers an opportunity to open up a long position in the midst of a decline. I would likely do that in preparation for coming out of retrograde and the rally that I see based on the sneak preview card. We have a big move, something unexpected happens on the 30th, and there's a big move to the upside, so we'll probably be very happy right off the bat after we place that trade the very next day. We should be happy, and then we attempt to establish support on the 31st. So the month's highest high is very likely the 6th, 7th, somewhere right around there, guys. There's an opportunity on the 3rd to open up that a long position that's in a decline, but that's a short-term thing. I think probably I cash in on that long position on the 7th. If the 4th ends up being lower on the 7th, if the 4th ends up being higher on the 4th, I would sell it. Alright guys, that's Bitcoin for October 2022. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Guys, there's plenty of ways you can help out and you can support the channel. When you make that money, follow the rule of karma. You can send donations to our PayPal link in the description or to the Cash App, Approveb's Cash App. Really helps support the team. And there's another way, guys. We have an affiliate. You can purchase your Bitcoin through one of our affiliates. We have 2 affiliates for Bitcoin that you can check out below in the description as well. Simple Swap does a lot of altcoins, and I believe it's KuCoin does. They're like the most used for Bitcoin in the world. All right, guys. Most importantly, remember that rule of karma. A little bit forward, 5% profits go to somebody who's not expecting it. Pay it forward, keep the flow going through the universe. 5% of profits go pay it backwards. Show gratitude for the work, the hard work that we do here, all the free work that we're giving out. We trust that people will return the favor. So that's on you guys. I appreciate it. Gratitude begets gratitude. And then whatever you do with that big chunk of change that you make sure you spend it all out of love. Whatever you do out of love, and the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. I'll see you on the next one.